here we are in the road to the garage. I am doing the final fitment of the running boards. I'm redoing the driver's side. I didn't like how it fit up. Got a little Bondo in my holes. There we go, that's good. So I gotta refit the board on here. I gotta see if this back, it's looking like I need to retrim that front again. Where it goes around the exhaust. I don't want it to have too tight.
Did you look around for the heat wrap?
Yeah, I did. I don't think I had enough. I went ahead and ordered some.
Oh.
Because I was pretty sure I didn't have enough to do both sides anyway. So I went ahead and ordered some. It was, I mean, it's cheap enough. It's like 17 bucks or something like that for 33 feet. So that should be enough to do both, I think, both sides. As she laughs. Laughs because you're not sure, or laughs because I'm grossly underestimating it? As she stares at me.
Well, we'll find out.
I would like to have your opinion.
I think you're gonna be short.
Oh, okay. Well,
because you're wrapping around. Well, we'll see.
Okay. It shouldn't take that long to do 2 little bolts. There's a space there. Just not a very big space. Could you come here for a second?
Yeah, I was trying to get you a marker.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate it. What I need you to do is shove this in for me. See how that's going like that? What I'm trying to do now is figure out we're gonna have to turn the camera off here in a minute. I'm just letting you know it's gonna be all your fault.
My fault.
Shit's gonna get a little carried away here. And this is not the right channel. Oh, it's all laughing now. Later it's moaning and screaming. Alright. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out, did that move a little bit? Here, let it go. Now push it.
So there's a tight spot
Is that, you think that's what's holding it?
right here. Give me your pencil. Move your finger for a second.
Okay.
I need the light back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here.
It was helping me,
Okay.
like between there and there.
Well, I was trying to see if there was something else underneath that was hitting him, other than what I think is his edge. Right. Which I'm kind of okay with where it is up front at the moment, if that's where we land.
Well-
you know what I'm saying? I don't mind that
Gap?
little bit of a gap. I see what you're saying here. Okay. That could probably help us get quite a bit tighter. Go ahead, hold it right there. I think. Sorry. Can a white girl get whiter? All right.
Apparently.
All right. Let me.
Oh man. That is too funny.
Oh, it was my phone. I think there was something hard in my pocket there. So, a little bit of space there wouldn't hurt.
I think that needs to be on an angle. Because it stops touching about right there where my pinky is.
Okay. How far up am I from? Let me see if I can
You're
see.
too far.
Well, I know what you're saying.
It's only about halfway.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If I come out here and draw a line to the other side.
But the back side has got enough clearance. What I'm saying is that if you angle it, because it touches about halfway and the rest of it's good.
Something like that. We got there, we got this. I think we're not too bad. Not as bad as I thought anyway.
Is that right on?
Yeah, that's it. Keep it on there. There's one. Cut these off the brackets pretty willy-nilly, so I probably should have marked and numbered them or something, but I didn't. All right. Alright, well, let's see if I can get these back on and tacked back on. And then once I get them tacked back on, I can take it all apart again.
So do you need the welder around the back side, or?
Probably I just drag the leads from underneath because I'm at the...
So move like halfway back the car?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Alright.
You want to get by?
Yeah, because there's no other path.
I understand. I'm with you. So basically what I've done is taken, I keep saying basically, it's about as bad as, let me be honest with you. I made these spacer tubes. To go up alongside my brackets, so then I can take my brackets and bolt them in, and I come up underneath with the welder, I tack the spacer tubes onto my brackets, and so that gives me a bolt, because I've already welded the nuts to the running board, so that gives me a lot of bolt through the spacer. And that lets me run it up to the bottom. So I gotta put the bolts, this back piece is bolted on where it's gonna be. I just gotta redo it again and make sure this time my front nose of the running board is tighter than where it was before, which is partly why I'm redoing it. Because it wasn't as tight as it should have been. So it's a lot on and off, but once you get it done, or I get the mounts established, then they should pretty much stay there for forever and ever. Alright.
Now, when you sucked up that last one, I could feel this front corner pull out.
Yeah, probably.
So you got a big gap up here now.
Yeah. It's this fender wants to pull in, and so by doing this, we're making this edge come forward a little bit. That's all.
Well,
it's natural for the fender to want to do that, for this outside edge to want to cup in. So what we're doing is, by doing this, and where this should have been square, is forcing that back forward, like an eighth. It's not much, but there it looks like a lot, but back here it's, not much. But I was here by myself last time, and I thought I had that front pushed in, trying to get underneath here with my helmet, and it's just difficult to do all that one-handed. Well, actually no-handed, because you're already doing two things. Trying to keep the helmet on your head with one hand and weld with the other hand. That's bit now. Yeah, that's what I got. Alright, welcome to Road Toad Garage. What I'm doing at the moment is a project I've procrastinated on enough. And we've done a little bit here and there, but it's now trying to finish up these running boards, get them in a state where they're on the car and usable. Everything has been adjusted, and now I got to do a final brace on them. These are braces to help take care of some of the inner wobbliness of the running boards, to give them a little bit more backbone and support. What I did was I marked where everybody was, so I don't interfere with our brackets. These will get tacked down, and I squeeze the tin to meet it, and then that gives it some stiffness between the under supports, and it can still go down on top of the brackets. This is 16 gauge, so it's pretty stout material. But this helps with the washboard of it, or tin canning. These also just get welded on in good welds and good spots, or multiple locations rather than solid. I won't weld them solid, otherwise it will pull warps into the running boards, even though she's 16 gauge. Alright, now I go test it, see how she fits, make sure I didn't put something where it wasn't supposed to be. So, but that has helped this outer edge quite a bit. That's fine. Thinking about putting a piece of like expanded metal in the back here between on the other side of the exhaust tube. So I'm just going to go ahead and weld the two little dinky 1/4-inch bolts there for later on. Want to do something that kind of, so it doesn't look like a big notch. Now I just get set up for paint. We're going to undercoat them with some black, and we'll be back. Okay. We're doing Welcome to Road Toad Garage. I have a couple cute little doodads here that I'm thinking about using. My conundrum, if you will. Today, working on the King Toad. I got the tag, and my tag light is not far enough out to shed light on the tag, and so I was thinking of some ways that I could maybe make it so it would stick out farther, and maybe not look like a rod sticking out the back of the foot down tag. See how the tag moves back and forth? Alright. So, I had an idea. One, I thought I was going to make like a toad butt. I put 2 legs on it, and I was telling my wife about it with a co-builder. And she went and found these. These are some little tchotchkes my Uncle Max had gotten. And I thought that might be cool to incorporate it into the build. What's up, co-builder? Oh, you bibby patching or upholstery test?
Yeah.
Okay. There's, yeah, the cans of the spray glue stuff is over there. So my idea is to basically redo the legs on this thing. This is made of 2 rockers. I think those are those are rocker pivots. These are rocker. Oh, did you say you knew where those old rockers were?
Yeah.
Okay. So I might do that too. I might look at what making mine rather than trying to cut on these. This is not a toad. This is some kind of a alien guy. He's pretty cute. This is a frog or toad. So my idea is to try to maybe have the light, tag light, come out of the mouth or maybe under the chin and point down and light up the tag, and also to kind of have an additional, like a secondary, hold the tag back thing. And then I wouldn't have to worry about trying to beef up that spring currently on the tag return. I would use his little legs that are dangling down to make it look like he's holding the tag back, or it's got his hand on the tag, maybe something like that. Oh,
I don't have any rockers yet, but I got some different size push rods and some chain.
okay,
There's some short push rods there.
okay, awesome. Well, those certainly are a different size than those. Wow. I think I'll run those across the cleaner too. So here we are right now. This is the head. So, right? Can't have it obscure the tag. So I think what I'll do for starters, so we'll have to figure out the hole. Huh?
Check that off for you.
Oh, thank you. I thought it was. You know, it takes such a long time for it to spin down. So I think theoretically what I need to do is I need a hole through this back end, big enough for a push rod, and then I make it little arms. And then we have to figure out how to mount that light up in the body. Plus these rockers and the weld that they put on there has made it pretty tough. Here you go. Go lube your ass off. Anchor it. Anchor lube. Nothing will make that bit more slippery. Oh. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now in Florida, the numbers and the sticker cannot be obscured any. Now my understanding is the county and the motto does not count. So for the flock cameras and the build to tag stuff, it's the plate number and the inspection sticker. Cannot be obscured. Partially or even temporarily. So my next thing is I gotta now see about putting the tag light in. What I'll have to do to be able to get it be held in there, and then mounting it into the back, because once I have that spacing there is I think when I can do the arm. So if I try doing the arm now and then bolt it on there, I may not have the arms and hands in the right spot, because my intent is to have two little hands come out and basically swing on the top of this and hold that there. If it bumps out like this, I don't care. I just don't want it to be able to come all the way down. Because if it comes all the way flat when you're driving the car around, you can get in trouble. Because they'll think you got some kind of a tag flopper or something, and you're doing it to try to hide yourself in this vehicle. Like this car would blend in to all the other cars on the road.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, so I think that's good. I got a couple different things I can do. If I wanted to run the wires through the mount, which wouldn't be a bad idea, I could use lamp tube, which is basically a rod, a hollow tube with nuts. It's threaded. My bump out eye is my churro quesadilla on my eye, or whatever that is. Chinchilla on my eye is weeping.
Which you sweat because you were back in that corner where there ain't no air.
Yeah, I got the fan going.
Honey, that fan ain't shit.
Don't listen to her, fan. Just because you're slightly inadequate, don't take that from her. All right, so have you seen any of that tube?
Yes.
Okay. I would need at least 2 nuts. And then possibly what I could do with the light thing is, especially if the inside of that tube is big enough to take the light thread, I'd probably just epoxy that light bulb in the tube and then go from there. But yeah. Oh, this thing, if you ever, hey, when they do these free at Harbor Freight, the knife holder thingies, snatch them up. Because they work good for stuff like this. That's what this is. And they're, if you get the tools, sometimes Harbor Freight has them for the member thing free. But also these, the knife hangers, are cheaper than the wrench hangers. I don't know why. I guess the kitchenware is a lot less expensive than the automotive. But don't tell anybody, because then they'll just raise the price of the appliance home. But anyway, these were dirt cheap. Sometimes you even see these at the swap meet or the flea markets, and people are selling them. I think it's like 2 for $5 or something like that. It's pretty cheap. They're different levels. I'm not sure where I got this one from, but this one is pretty darn powerful. I've had one where you had to take a pretty narrow screwdriver. I don't know how they could expect you to. If you put your knife on it, it took 2 hands to get it off the stupid thing. So, I mean, as long as it meets the radius, I'm all right. So really, it's going to, however I come up with that rod, to bolt that in there, and then we'll know where we can go with the arms. Once we got it mounted, then I can shape the arm.
Yeah.
So really, we need to situate the rod. Why don't you go ahead and pause that, and we'll take a break, and before we go, I'll look to see what we got for rod. All right. I left off doing some welding yesterday, and today I think I'm ready to put the tag holder on. I've took a push rod, bent it, and then welded some fingers onto it. And this is going to be my toe tag hanger. I can give you, I'll give you kind of a close-up. I had an eye fall off. I had to weld that back on. So let's see. So this is a piece of threaded, a bolt. I cut actually a stove bolt or anchor bolt, or I just cut the head off, drilled it. I also made a tube nut out of a bunch of nuts, and then a seat nut, which I locked that in there, and then my tag light slides in the end of the tube nut. And it's not perfectly threaded, but it does hold pretty good. So all I would need to do is maybe put a little bit of JB weld on the threads and run it through. Right now I just left it loose. So my wires come through there. Stop nut to give me a little bit of space. So I need to come out just a hair more, plus it helped jam that threaded rod in there. I mean, really one of the reasons why I needed to get this situated was, one, to make the tag light, but also get the wiring in the back on the way, get it going. And I'm running 16th wrench. That's locked on there. Locked on pretty good, actually. Got a nice metal tang there that was kind of sharp. Still got a sharp point there. Anyway, my tag will come up like this. And Mr. Toe to hold her down. And I don't think, I'm not blocking anything. Straighten her up a little bit. No, you can still see everybody. And so let's see if that works. Voila. No tag floppy. So, success. Now if I want to put the tag down, actually that's really close there too, so that kind of holds it also. The little bottom edge there. Actually, it's the tag edge, not so much the plate holder edge. So, but that's good too, and it's still not blocking it. Tag numbers and inspection number, registration sticker is still visible. And in Florida, all we run is rear tag. So, and I think that's out far enough that it should. I cut a notch underneath his jaw to let the light through. And I've run these before on motorcycles and cars. I think the Chevrolet has one on it too, but I put it through the tag bolt, and it shines up pretty good. Runs good. The only tricky thing is when you do that, you have to have a disconnect on those wires. If you run it through the tag bolt, you gotta have a way of, when you change your tag, to undo the wires, pull the bolt all the way through. Usually you gotta stagger it through. The hole has to be about a 3/8 to take either the spade clips, or you use the round, I think they're 135 connectors, 195 connectors, 135. Anyway, the round pin ones. Just stagger it so you just have to slip one pin through at a time when you're putting it back in. Of course, you make your light side the male side of the connectors and your hot side, the female side, so in case somehow you were to hit the light switch or something while you had those loose, they wouldn't automatically short out. But now, will this be some form of rattling? Maybe. But I don't think rattling back here in the back is probably going to disturb me any. Because the old girl has a little bit of throat to her. Or I should say, dude. Or it's king toad, not queen toad. Although queen toad has a nice ring to it. Yeah, that's it for now. I had started this on a video, and in case my co-builder puts it on there, I just needed to have a finish. We had a quick rain come through, so in addition to being about 95, 97 today, severe heat threat, we'll get about 97% humidity. Woohoo! Right now it's 100 out there. Alright, well, I hope this little video went well, and I'll go ahead and shut it off. I also may do a good warm up on the motor today. I don't think I'm going to bring it to full temperature, but I want to do kind of a short run on it. And then it's, I got the rough in on the fenders, and let's see, I got to do my window interior stuff, because if it requires welding, I need to do now before I put any sealer in or on the body to smooth her up a little bit. And if I don't do that now and I come back later, it's just going to make the stuff peel. Alright. Well, remember I say don't do what I do. Go out and do you. Go out in the garage, have fun. God bless, and toad out.